Well, here I am again. Justin Pontarelli. People love their pets. They're like they're like part of the family. I mean, they are part of your family. You live with them for a long time. You get to know them, all their quirks, all their weird little things that they do, all the annoying things they do. I had a dog. He wasn't potty trained. He just pooped all over the house. And one time, me and my sister, when we were like, I don't know, 15 years old or whatever, 14, I have no idea. I mean, we had let this go for way too long. We were like lazy assholes. We really were. What did we do? We were instructed to go around the house and literally pick up the dog's poop. By this time, it was all dry. Um, I guess we really didn't have much respect for the house that we were living in because it was my dad's, and we just kind of figured it was ours. I don't know. We do much better now with our house that we're living in. We're much, much more respectful. I just got done Swiffering my floor with a nice wet Swiffer. Sprayed the floor with a safe cleaning spray. Safe for the floor. I probably use a hand sweeper, like a little hand broom on my floor, like every other day. Just got done dusting one of my bookcases, then sprayed that clean too. Dusted off all the books on the bookcase that needed dusting. But anyway, I know, dumb story, right? That got off track real quick. They're a part of our lives, animals. They do strange things. I don't know if you guys remember the trick I posted when my two girls, Ruth and Rose, they they went through a cardboard, paper towel tube for some food. When I first got them, they buried themselves in the shavings as if they were trying to get out or trying to figure out if this thing had a bottom to it or if they could, I don't know. you know. I had bought in them like a willow ball to chew on, specifically made for rodents to chew on. And they basically treated it like a roommate. They would not chew on it. They would not bother it. They would roll it. They would roll it around the tank. But it was almost as if they didn't want to hurt it, as if it was part of their family. It was at least a good solid 2 years before they finally decided that it was not a member of the family, and they finally chewed it to death. You're seeing on the screen Ruth, who today has joined her sister. What you're seeing is not actually a live pose. She's already gone in this scene, in this picture. I like to get pictures of them typically before they go, sometimes after's fine. This was a pretty good shot. She looks clean. I got her tail tucked around. Her eyes look almost normal. I know it's kind of morbid. So Ruth today goes to join Rose. who passed away over the summer. Probably due to heat stroke or complications because of heat. It got smart though, but it was too late though, I think. So the tank it's up rather high, maybe around, not quite my shoulders, but like my chest level. Heat rises in around the second floor of the house. So finally realizing the floor was a little cooler, I took their tank and put it on the floor. And they had enough water. And I don't know what happened. Either I overdid the cooling procedure or something else went wrong. I don't know. But Ruth was a fighter, and she went on fighting tooth, claw, and nail to survive and to live on, despite the fact that her sister was gone. So she was alone for about 6 months. And I did my best to make sure she was well looked after, so she wouldn't have to feel alone. And in return, I never had to feel alone either. Not that I'm really alone here, but that's not the point. They were members of the family. I remember one time they weren't looking too good, and my little brother asks, "Well, what's wrong?" Because he saw them and he could tell something was up. And I'm like, "Well, I really don't know. I'm not sure. I forgot what was wrong." But he's like, "Hey, they're members of the family. I'll pay to have them taken to the vet and checked out and patched up." I'd already lost my job at that point, because of epilepsy. I had no money to splash around. He had work. He could do it. He did it. Got him checked out. They got treated for some kind of stomach thing. And then something else I forgot, but both of which were pretty minor. But they definitely perked up afterwards. One of the downfalls of having rodents as pets is sometimes they seem to inbreed different varieties, and they tend to have different genetic problems because of it. Despite that fact, Ruth went on to live till she was 3. Gonna go over real quick to her tank. Check out the receipt that I still have from that day when we got them. February 16, 2018. Oddly enough, it's 6:22 p.m. I'm a night owl, so, guess that makes sense. A rat is strong enough and ready to be weaned or to be away from their mother minimum at 4 weeks of age. And even on the sources that I looked at, said even that's a little early. So I kind of think she was actually a January baby, not a February baby. So she hasn't been 3 for too long, but she definitely was 3, making her the equivalent of a 90-year-old woman. She died in her sleep. Taking what professional rat owners call a brain nap, where they can basically sleep with their eyes open. Their brains are resting, but their bodies are still basically awake. tried to hand feed her. She was basically refusing food. Oddly enough, she had scrambled egg with me today. Just one little piece of scrambled egg. She refused to eat a second piece. Fitting. Nice last meal. I guess a moment of silence. For those of you who have stayed to watch the whole thing, thank you. I appreciate you in a small way being a part of my life. I appreciate that. Just as they were a part of mine. And although, to be fair, they were a drop in the bucket compared to how many I've had before in the past, they're still unique. They'll be remembered. Bye for now, guys. I'll get back to you eventually with some more Interstellar Pilot. Maybe a rant, I don't know. We'll see. Give me a while, okay? Bye.